Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back to Runaway Dragons TV, baby. It's your host, Lemon23, aka Lemetheus, right hand of Zeus, and we are back with another Asus ROG Ally video. And today's video will be how to do a successful SSD installation, and I will be going over with you step by step, making it simplistic as possible. I'm also going to show you 2 memory upgrades besides the SSD. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, please hit that like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Now let's jump into this video. Facts. Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. But before we do that, let's talk about the second memory upgrade I'm doing. I'm upgrading to the micro SD card. Now, I talked about it yesterday in my unboxing. You have the UHH-2, which transfers like 250 megabytes per second, and you have the original micro SD card, which transfers about 90 to 100 megabits a second. Now, the difference in these is definitely the speeds. Now, here you see I have a Samsung 512, which I will be putting inside temporarily until I get me a 1 terabyte. They average about $100 and something so dollars. Now this one is the faster one. This is the one that you see people always go, well, I don't have a UHS-2, which, you know, the device has a UHS-2 slot. Now this is a little bit more high end, and currently they don't even have a 512 or 1 terabyte. Right now it only maxes out at 256, and these are pretty expensive. I use them in my action cams and my drones because, you know, when you want to get that your footage all faster to your PC, these are help. That would help. But you also need the special adapter which comes with this and the card reader. So this is not really affordable. These are really the Samsungs and the Kingstons, all of those, the PNYGs, those are definitely more affordable. And of course, I got the Sembrant 1 terabyte. Didn't want to wait for the 2 terabyte. It was out of stock, so I wanted to bring this to you the next day. So now, flip it over. The ROG Ally. We have 6 screws. This one is a lifting screw to help you get into the device. And once again, don't walk on carpet. Don't scratch your feet together. Be grounded. As you see, I don't got no grounded straps. So let's get into this. I'm gonna start it off, and always get your iFixit kit. This is mandatory if you're doing any PC internal work, anything micromanaging, screws and everything. This is the kit you need to have. iFixit, absolutely amazing hardware kit. Let's jump into it. I already got my screws out. My screw heads, my Phillips, and I'm not gonna bore you with this. I'm just gonna speed through this. Now that we have all 6 screws unlocked, I don't have a prying pick, so I took the Phillips head and I'm going to slowly go around the edge and twist it a little bit till the case pops open. Very simple. So you can take a small Phillips head, and that's what you could do. Just make sure you don't stick it too deep in there. Pause. Works pretty good. As you see, it comes apart pretty quickly. I gotta buy me a prying tool. That will come in handy with these upgrading this handheld. See, it's very simple. Just put it in and just twist it. Now, we see the interior of this wonderful device. Now, my advice to you is to unplug the power. It's the safest way to do it. So let me just unplug the power, the battery. Boom, there you have it, very simple. Now, they made this very accessible. The hard drive, the 2230, the original one, is right here. So all you have to do is unscrew this. And with my big damn hands, we're gonna get to pulling this out. I'm gonna lift it a little bit. Stick this 512 to the side. Now let's open up our SAMBRIT. Now this is pretty straightforward, people. And you always keep your old hard drive just in case something happens. So we're gonna unseal this. This is a nice hardy case, so this would definitely be being kept. And there you go. There go our 1 terabyte. So of course we replace it. Safe storage. It's a nice little case that you can keep. Now, as you see, this is very simplistic. It's not nothing hard to do here. Once again, you take your hard drive, you slide it into play, and that's it, you're done. Now, I'm not gonna bore you with the preliminaries. I'm gonna put this back together, and then we're gonna come back to the BIOS. Now that we have it all back together, as you see, all screws are in. First thing you have to do before you power it on is you have to apply the power to it. Once you get the ambient light, you know you are good to go to start it up. And I'm gonna tell you people, see the light is on. And I'm gonna tell you people, get you one of those iFixit micro kits, man. It's excellent. So now let's slide this to the side. Let's power this on. It should boot me right into the BIOS. Let's see. You have it, it's starting up with the new hard drive, the 1 terabyte. Now, once you get to this screen, you gotta press Y. Now I wanna go to the security settings real quick. I wanna go to the security settings and make sure everything is good. Okay, so let's go to advanced. Okay, now that we're in advanced, you hit the A button, you go to Asus Cloud Recovery, the first option. Now it's going to walk you through a various process. So you're going to view policy, click OK. And when you do this, it's best to use your finger because it's not really using the operating system. So wherever you can get this thing to click, it'll work. Because right now the left, let me see if I can get it to click. Okay, then you agree. Because right now it's not using the Windows operating system, it's using the BIOS operating system. So that could be a little bit difficult at times. Cloud recovery, you click next. Because it's telling you can't connect to the network. So now I'm gonna sign into my network and I'll be right back. Now that I'm signed in, you see connection successful, you hit next. Now it's going into the cloud recovery services. I will not bore you to death with this thing loading back up. What I will do is show you after it starts to look for everything. After it starts to look for everything, it starts to download. Cloud recovery. File is ready for download, please press next. See, it's very, now it's doing a cloud recovery and system restore. So now I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna come back because this is a process that I do not wanna put y'all through. Okay, now you gotta confirm it and continue. I'm not gonna drag you through this. I wanted to show you the next step in the evolution of updating your SSD. And with that being said, let's click this button here. It's gonna load many updates in the background. I'm not gonna let you watch this process. I'm gonna come back when it gets to the next step And it's a step that is very important. And please, people, have it plugged in. Don't have this thing loading and doing things in the background and it's on battery and it shuts down in the process. You will corrupt your drive. With that being said, I'll get to the next step in a minute. This is the part where I didn't want nobody to get confused. We know we installed a new SSD, so it says, do you want to back up your files? The answer is no. Then they're gonna double check and say, are you sure? And of course, new SSD, you say yes, because now the cloud recovery starts. I will come back when this completes. It's gonna take a minute. So of course, once again, I'm not gonna let y'all watch this. I don't wanna fast forward it either. So I'll come back at the next step to help you out. Okay, there you have it. After that nice 45 minutes to wait, it is factory restored. You have a new, bigger internal SSD. You set it up as normal. Just that simple. I hope I made this a simple video for you. Please hit that like and subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. We got more videos coming from the Asus ROG Ally. We have some emulation should be next. I'm working on a nice video for that. I'm gonna have to hook this up to my capture card because I'm really want to show y'all how this thing runs and a little bit of that handheld action. Also, how this thing destroys emulation. And as I always say, bring your game and not your name. And those are the facts.